Hello YouTube, Lowriding Gorilla here, and we're back with more Voltz. Last episode we spent the episode starting a bridge, and this episode we're going to go ahead and continue off where we were. Um, I haven't really had a chance to look anymore on the steel, trying to figure out the solution to the steel, but I promise you I will figure it out and not look like a complete and total moron on the internet. Um, Bear with me, I got a little bit of hiccups right now. Um, but yes, I've been looking quite a bit into it, but I still haven't found the answer. But as you can see, it's turning night, so we're gonna go ahead and sleep real quick. And I left the door wide open, so we may wake up with a creeper waiting for us. Um, but as you can see, the bridge is starting to come out halfway decent. It's starting to look really nice. I actually do like how these slabs have gone in. And I really haven't played the 1.4.7, but I like how the wood slabs actually do connect like that. That is really, really a nice feature to have. But what I'm going to do for the middle is, since it's that one-up peak, I'm going to do one. These are going to be a step up, and this is going to be two steps up. So it's going to have a minor peak to the roof, which I think will look really nice when it's all said and done. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm going to go ahead and work on. Then we're going to add some nice railings across and some torches and everything like that, really add character to it, I guess you could say. Um, but we're going to go ahead and drop down a block right here. Oh, and I just fell off like an idiot. But that's why I went and made all these slabs, because I had a feeling I would be using quite a bit of them. Now, for the middle block, like I was saying, with the center peak, there's really two methods I could use for it. Everyone has their own preference. Usually what I like to do is use half blocks as well, because you could just use a solid block and go all the way down and it would actually be flush. But I like that internal peak as well. So what I usually do is use a half block and just space it up one more and build like that. Just because, like I said, the internal look of it too. Because from the outside you could have the peak with the solid blocks, but from the inside it would be flush. It would be that one step up that would end up flush. Um, because as you know, solid block counts as one full block. These are half blocks. So basically, when you step up half a block and add a solid block in, it cancels each other out. Um, so yeah. But what I'm going to do right here too is I'm going to go ahead and continue the peak all the way to the end. We're not trying to build a hip roof. We're trying to build a slight gable. So, and I just ran out of, but I do have more wood. So we're going to go ahead and make plenty more wood. And screw it, I'm about to make another crafting bench. I'm sick of, and I hear a bat floating around too somewhere. But there we go. And we're going to go ahead and make some more planks. Well, slabs. And that should hopefully be enough for what we're trying to do. I'm going to knock out our little dirt temporary scaffolding. As you can see from the inside, it adds that nice little step up. And with us doing the peak, like I said, it'll add another one, which will make it look even better. Now on the ends, we'll have to use a solid block, of course, because you can see the end. And so we'll do it like that. And like that. That way from the end you can see the actual peak, and right now with that you can see the look that I'm going for. And another thing I'm liking about 1.4.7 is the ability to place slabs. On previous Minecraft, particularly the ones I've played, it was like brain surgery to place the slabs on a different level than the bottom. And as you can see, it adds a nice internal gable roof, kind of like a vaulted ceiling around our little covered bridge. But the bridge is basically built now. Now we're going to put in some probably railing just for the cosmetic appeal of it. And it looks like I may not have enough sticks to do it. Yeah, I can make a whole 2 fences. That's how I roll. And as you can see, that's how we're probably going to do it. But basically, after we get done with this, we're probably going to go ahead and start building the structure. And then from there, we'll see what we can do about the steel, because like I said, I'm still looking into it. I haven't forgotten about it. I'm going to figure out what I need to do with it, and then we'll be able to make it. Once we can make steel, though, we'll be rolling with the machines. But as you can see, they came out nice for the type of covered bridge I built. It's not too detailed of a bridge, but it gets the job done and it looks nice. But yeah, the steel, we are going to look into the steel a little bit more, and once I know everything on the steel, then we'll be good to go. And we'll go ahead and start. Now, what I figured, I've been thinking about, what's my massive project I'm going to build on here, and I hate to say it, but I think I've leaned towards a factory of some sort. What we're going to try and make, I don't know. We could do something kind of interesting, like let's say make like an electronics factory where we make electronic circuits and motors and stuff like that all automatically. And while, it's not really a commodity considering I'm playing on a single player world, it just would be kind of neat to watch everything. And they do have on here they use the the assembly line mod, which I like. And it uses, instead of pipes and tubes and stuff like that, it uses conveyor belts and robotic arms and stuff of that nature, which is pretty cool. And I've already fooled with the conveyor belt a little bit on another world, and it's actually pretty cool. I apologize, I'm having a little problem with the mic cable. But yes. So we're going to go ahead and make a good bit of wood here, and we're going to convert it to sticks. And there we go. Let's go ahead and split this down some. And that's not going to be enough for what we need to do. We need to just make a crap ton of sticks. Oh no, a lot of sticks. That should work though. Another stack, break down into a half stack. There we go. That'll work. Keep clicking the wrong button. And we have 32 fences, which should be hopefully be enough for what we're trying to do. Yep, we should be more than enough. And there's our railings on the bridge. Now the last little thing I wanted to add on here is I did want to build some torches and light it up, because as you can see right now, it would be a pretty little spot for creepers or anything of that nature to hide in when the daylight hits. So we're going to light it up a good bit and try and keep that from happening. And just get a little bit of coal here. 2 should be enough for what we're doing. And I think we used all the sticks. Yes, we did. So we'll have to make a couple more sticks. And let's go ahead and make some torches. Torches. Some people like to call them. And we're going to go ahead and light this bridge up. Now right here is kind of interesting because it's a 2-block, and to get it perfectly, I guess, centered wouldn't work out too well. And we can go ahead and remove our scaffolding. And why is there a sheep on top of my bridge? The sheep was already trying to commit suicide. You can already see a little bit of Metropolis style. I guess inherency is already happening. But right here, what we'll probably do is screw it. Let's just double it up. It doesn't look bad. And as for this, 3, 6, 7. So right here, light up a torch, and right here we'll light up a torch. The only reason I'm kind of going overboard with the torches is I don't. Wow, somehow I've managed to build the bridge off sides. It actually does have one center. Um, it actually does have a center pole, which is not a major thing because we can very easily fix it without destroying the bridge completely. Um, it's a good thing because I really did not want to have to remake the whole bridge. But all we're going to have to do is fix these little spots right here, which should only take a second as long as I have the materials. And I'm going to kill this slime. It does not stop making noises because it is really, really, really annoying. It's just hopping around, hopping around, hopping around. And that's the actual center of the bridge. So I'm glad my measurements were right. Um, there we go. And now we have an actual center point on the bridge. Well, a better center point. And that's the thing I usually like to do when I'm playing is I like to try and build things on an odd numbered dimension because everything in Minecraft is basically based off of 1 meter. And so 1 being an odd number, you build something uh, say 10 wide and want to put a door in the dead middle, it doesn't work. So what I usually do to fix that is, like I said, build everything odd numbered. If you wanted to build something 10, instead built at 11, you can put the door at the 6th block, and it would be perfectly centered. Um, but right now, the bridge is basically done. These torches right here are kind of oblong. What I could do is put maybe another beam in, and that would add kind of more columns, but this really isn't that bad looking to begin with. But let's go ahead and step away real quick. As you notice, it's already gotten dark. But let's step away and get a look at it. Oh yeah, that doesn't look bad at all. That came out actually somewhat decent. Um, but let's go ahead and go down in our hidey hole real quick and go to sleep real quick and bring us back to daylight. And I picked up something. I think it was that stick. Um, but yeah, so we're done with the bridge now. It's great having something actually built other than our hidey hole, which we didn't even build. We just dug a hole in the ground. And there's a zombie dying. Goodbye, Mr. Zombie. Thanks for not knowing me. And we're gonna go ahead and head down this way. And real quick, we'll go ahead and bust up this crafting bench. And one thing I do want to do before we attempt to go back building or mining is I'm gonna go ahead and make an iron paxel. And I do have enough iron to do it, so why not? Like I said, I know I'm kind of trying to be conservative with my ores and stuff right now because I don't know what I'm going to need to build everything in Voltz, but I do need tools. So I need to build them. They're just going to have to get over it, and 9 should be enough. I need to make a iron pick, iron shovel, and an iron axe, which we're going to do right now. I'm going to go ahead and yeah, we're going to need more or no, I don't know what I'm thinking. I was thinking I needed 2 for every one. But we're going to go ahead and make an iron shovel, make an iron pick, and an iron axe, as you can see right here. Now, whenever you build a paxel on Voltz, I've already realized, and I don't remember if it uses something else for the... No, it uses sticks. I heard that some objects don't use sticks for the pole. They use an actual ore. But we're going to go ahead and to make an iron paxel, though, is really, really simple. I'm just trying to remember how to do it. There we go. Is 2 sticks, an iron shovel, iron pickaxe, and an iron axe make an paxel. Now, whenever you make an iron paxel, though, the weapons have to be new. They can't have any type of damage value because they will not work. I've tried, and it doesn't work out too well. So just remember that whenever you're doing that. If you do, make it with fresh or unused materials or tools, because it will not work the other way around. Glad I have my apples. I know I have some beef, I think, in my inventory. I'm going to go ahead and grab a steak here, and we're going to chow down a little bit just so I don't die of starvation. But what we're going to do now is, looks like a cave maybe over there. We need to go ahead and start building some type of structure. Now, the reason I'm heading up here right now is I want to kind of get a look at what we have to work with up here. As you can see, we have a pretty large flat area. I could probably clear out this right here and would be alright. And I think this is where we're going to build the first area. And I'm kind of, yeah, I like this right here. Nice overlook over our bridge. Overlook over the swamp. You can see the jungle in the distance right there. And yeah, this is going to definitely be a good area to build from. So what we're going to do real quick, and this is why I love Paxels, you can mine, shovel, or axe anything in your path, and it works out great. Oh, and I busted a hole in the ground. Not a big deal, though. We have excess dirt, which we're probably going to end up replacing anyway. But let's go ahead and get rid of all this grass right here. And now for the structure, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to build. I was thinking maybe like a tower or something like that. And that actually may be a decent thing to do. We could build a kind of like a radio tower with a electronics jack at the bottom of it, and use the electronics jacks as our base of operation. Just make it look like a giant radio tower. And yeah, be a little incognito, I guess you could say. But we're going to go ahead and clear this out a little bit more, just so we can have a nice flat surface to work with. Because that's what gets on everyone's nerves, is having to terraform the land to build your awesome base. Now the only thing that I'm trying to figure out is what material I'm going to build it out of. We don't have scaffolding, I believe, because this being Voltz, not Technic. So we can't add that wireframe look like we would like to do. But what we may use is a trick I know with slabs, and now that they work even better with the 1.4.7 with how to place them, we could probably get away with doing that, building the frame out of slabs. Now, what to build the slabs out of, we're probably going to build them out of smooth stone, even though it's not very industrially. It'll look halfway decent. Let's look though real quick. Oh, they have a lot of slabs now. Let's see if we use something like brick or something like that. You'll see the lines. But something like stone is that smooth look, so it'll kind of have the industrial iron look, I guess you could say. But that's probably what we're going to do, which means I'll have to take all that cobble and smelt it down in the stone and then make it into slabs. But that's going to probably be it for this episode. We'll continue where we're leaving off right now on the next one, and we'll go from there. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Like it if you like it, subscribe if you want, and comments are always appreciated. Thanks, I'm Low Riding Gorilla, and I'll see you next time. Bye.